Hello everybody. Just waiting for people to show up. Just wanted to do a quick live. I wanted to show you guys some pretty awesome cues. I've showed you guys the cue balls, so I figured I'll follow it up with some cues. I want to teach you a little bit about cues. What you're looking at, of course, the balls you remember on my last video. You could probably remember this one. It's not the meso ball. That one was the other set. But what you're looking at is you're looking at a set of cues. And of course some pretty cool cue bags. Oh, we got 3 people watching. Hello. So what we got here is we got a, of course when you go play, you need a break and jump cue, which this right here, you got this is made by Predator, and this is actually an air cue, which is for jumping. This is what you would use to jump over a ball. And then you got the BK Rush, which this is an actual break cue. Hello everybody, we got Joey. What's up, Joey? I'm only gonna be able to read a little bit of the comments, like I said, because I'm live right now and I can't really see what's all coming in. And this break cue, they've actually come a long way, which now of course you can get a break cue that's made out of fiberglass. So you can see all the fibers now. Something like this will run you right around, this one runs around $750 just for the break cue alone. So you can imagine, you know, how much it's advanced. And then you start going, of course, into a higher end production cues, which this is made by Predator, and this one's the black. This, of course, this is my nemesis, good friend Gizmo's, some of his cues. He put them out, he really likes his cues, so I showed up and I'm like, oh, they were all in display, so I figured I'll show you guys a little bit about cues. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is a little bit of higher end cues as far as the production, and then I'm going to show you what a custom cue looks like. And this right here, like I said, it's a little bit higher end production, but something like this is made by Predator. And you can see all that right there is little inlays that are put together. Once you get to the higher end cue, the difference, of course, is that it's not stickers. It's not stickers that you see. It's actual inlays that they put inside the cue. And you can see the difference in the materials that they use. But something like this will run you probably around, like right around a little bit over $2,000. Right here, what you're seeing, you're probably looking at a good $20,000 worth of cues. And I'll show you why. And the cue really don't matter, don't make you a better player, but once you get into cues, you could start collecting them like anything else. They become collector. Hello, anybody that's coming in, hello. I can't really see the text of the chats that are coming in, so thank you for showing up. And then right here you get into, this is what you call a custom cue. This is a Gilbert, which, like I said, cues, you could get into the higher end where, you know, depending on the Q maker, that's where the prices start changing, and depending on the Q makers, you know, how much people want his work. But this is a, you know, it's just a little standard, but it, like I said, this is made by a Q maker by the name of Gilbert. And then of course, you know, that looks like it's a bird's eye maple, and you can see how beautiful the wood looks. Look at that. And then you can see the signature right there. Sorry if it's shaky. See, that's the actual maker. It's a Gilbert, and then they usually put their year that they made it or the number. But look at that. Then right here, like I said, you get into the higher end cues. Sorry if it's shaky. I'm trying to balance everything as I go. Look at this. See, this is all custom work. All this right here, it's all inlays that they put in. This right here alone is an extension that goes into the back of the cue. If you're playing like on a 9-foot table, most of the time you notice you'll need a bridge. You add this extra 6 inches and it helps a little bit. And of course he ended up having this custom made where you could just add it to the back of the cue. And like I said, once you get into the higher ends, everything changes. I think this little piece, just for the extra extension, I think a little bit over 600, 700 just for this little piece. And then, like I said, once you get into the cue, let me show you. He calls this the flame cue, and you'll see why. See all this right here? This is all inlays. These are the different kinds of wood that the cue maker used, shaved it all down, and it created that effect. There's actually a video of this cue maker online where he shows you step by step on how he made this cue. It's pretty neat. And then there's the cue makers, the cue maker that made it. He made it in 2017, and he's from Pennsylvania. If you're familiar with Farmo, I think he lives not that far from Farmo, over in Pennsylvania. I think it's Erie, Pennsylvania. So he makes cues on the side and farms at the same time, I guess. Well, I don't know if he's a farmer, but I know it's a lot of farming going on out there. And then we got this right here. Look at this. Most of these cue makers, I don't know. I'll show you their logo. Like I said, they'll mark their... See that right there? That's the cue maker's logo. And what you're seeing right here, that right there is all ivory. That's where you start getting into your higher end cues. You got ivory with silver. All these right here, these are all little inlays of ivory that's cut down. And that's what you get, all that effect. And then of course the grip right here, it's all leather grip. But look at that. Those are all ivory points. I wish the light would show it, but you see what I mean by the ivory. Once you look at it, you start seeing the bone actually. And then that's where you start getting into your higher end cues. But all that you see is ivory. And then you get into custom screw joint protectors. I want to show you this joint protector right here. Look at that. That is all made out of ivory right there. That right there is just the joint protector alone. And I believe it'll run you probably around $1,000 just for that joint protector. And what it does, it protects, of course, where you screw it in. But look at that work. Sorry if it's a little shaky. See that? That's all ivory right there that you see. And then the cue maker, look at that, puts in his logo. Hello, Orion, I see you. I'm only able to see one shad as it comes in, and then it goes away. But see that right there? That's a joint protector. And that right there, like I said, this is when you get it into your high-end custom cues. And something like this, it'll set you back probably, this right here, you're looking at close to about $10,000. Like I said, all this is all ivory. Then of course, like any other artist, you know, once their work, people look for their work, then the price keeps going up. Now look at this one right here. This is made by QB Custom Cues, and look at all that work. All this right here, I'll show you this. See that? That's all silver, little silver inlays with alimony, and then you got ivory right there, and then you got the different kinds of woods. All that right there is all inlays. And this one right here, this one will run up a little bit over $5,000 just for this one. And you can see all the work. And of course, like anything else, once everything, you know, it could jump up in price and all that. But look at all that work. That's when you get into custom cues. Look at that. That'll show you. Sorry if it's a little shaky, but I'm trying to turn the cue that way it shows you. Look at that. That gives you a little indication of the work. All that is little inlays. And then of course, look at the, hello Pam, I see you. Hope everything's good. She's an amazing singer. And then look at that custom joint protector. And then let me show you this one right here. Look at this. This is where you get into your higher end cues. This is made by a cue maker by the name of Tim Padgett. All that you see is silver with ivory. See this? All that is ivory with silver in the middle. And look at all that work. And then what you see, all that white is ivory. This right here, this thing right here would probably, like I said, prices do change, but you're probably looking at over $13,000 for this cue alone. And look at that. I'll show you real quick. But all that you see in white is ivory, and then you got silver. And then, like I said, look at that. All that is actual work that the cue maker did. And let's see if you can see the bone in the ivory. And that tells you. But look at that. All that you see, these are the points. The more points you have, the more work that cue maker did. And these are all extra points that, but look at that. It's just amazing on the work that's done in those cues. Here's a little overview. But look at that. Oh, there's the thumbnail right there. I'll fix that later. Hope everybody's doing good. I just wanted to do a quick live and show you guys a little difference about, you know, when you go from regular production cues, which is, you know, standard cues, to, and then you get into your custom cues, which is what you see right here at the end. And like I said, depending on the kind of work, then you get into the higher end stuff. But that's what you see right there. And thank you for showing up. Like I said, it was just a quick live. I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you for showing up. Sorry I couldn't read any comments that were coming in. I did catch a couple familiar faces coming in. And, oh, there you are. I see another one, Suze. Hello, Suze. Hope you guys are good. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good too. I just wanted to show a little bit on cues. My last video was on cue balls, and just wanted to talk a little bit about this. And hello, Orion. But that's what you got right there. All right, everybody, thank you for showing up. I'm gonna close this live stream down and just say hi to everybody, and thank you for showing up. Sorry if it was a little shaky and stuff, but talk to you guys later.